Fire's nice and warm.
Gotta love the power.
Let's go! Here we are, the gorge. Beautiful campsite. I have been here before, back in trip 6, but it was kind of a crappy video. So I'm back here to kind of revisit this place less crappy. And more importantly, this is also my first time camping without parents. It's just me and my partner, so that is bound to be an interesting experience. We shall see what happens there. First things first is we've got to set up camp. We've got a swag and a gazebo to set up, so that's what we've got to do. We've just been unloading the important stuff out of the car, and yeah, then we're going to get onto the swag setup. And we also have Bambi, the travelling bamboo, making a return for this trip. One side of him's a bit crunchy and dead, but the other side we're going to recenter and put in the middle, and he's going to be nice and lively and happy. I also got myself a brand new travelling companion. Here's the name of the plant and just that stuff for anyone interested. And yeah, if you've got any suggestions on what to name this one, let me know in the comments below. And hey, in the next camping trip, I'll either come up with one myself or pick one if anyone comments. Figured just before setting up the swag, may as well give you guys a little look around the camping zone in our spot. If you ever come to the gorge, Rapids 2 is where I am staying for this trip. Where I stayed back in trip 6 when I was here previously in 2021, I think it was further up that path there. But yeah, here, situated along the creek, which is freezing cold as we are heading towards winter. We're kind of in those mid stages of autumn now, and this is kind of what we're looking at. This is the deal. This is a real lovely little spot. Now there is meant to be some potential rain coming in tomorrow, so yeah, keep an eye out for that. But yeah, as of right now, it's a beautiful sunny day. Definitely going to get a lot colder into the night, so we'll be setting up a nice warm fire and cooking some nice camping meals. But yeah, it's a beautiful spot. I love this spot. Alright, so we've got the tarp getting laid out here, and then we're going to put this swag on top once it's set out, and then the gazebo over the top. So we're going to go into a time lapse and get this set up, and then go for a little exploration and show off the campground for the rest of the afternoon, and then come back and start thinking about getting the fire going and dinner. Turns out this tarp was a lot bigger than we originally planned for. This thing is huge. So I got this new toolkit the other day for this trip, and also I've been wanting one for a while, and I'm finally getting to put it to use, which I'm very happy about. It's got a range of good stuff in here. It's got all the essentials that you could need. The thing I was looking most forward to was getting some screwdrivers that weren't flimsy and easily snappable. So I'm glad I've got those, and a real nice hammer. This one's a lot better than the old one I used to have. It has more weight here at the top, so it's a lot easier to pinpoint where you're hammering, whereas the other one was a little flimsy and the weight was all kind of off, and it was hard to kind of aim it at the nail. But this one is a lot easier to aim with. I hope that made sense. But yeah, glad I got my new toolkit, and yeah, let's get the swag in. Alright, and we're all set up. We've got the swag, the gazebo, the table, where we'll be doing some nice cooking later, so stay tuned for that. We've got some nice snacks planned for tonight and tomorrow night, as this is a 2-night trip for the long weekend, so it's great stuff. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this spot. It's a real nice spot, love it. Nice by the creek, you know, we've got the real creeks and camping coming in this one, you know. My channel name is really living up to its name in this one. You know, we've got the creek and we've got the camping. Alright, everything's set up now, but a lot of clouds are starting to come through. So we're going to go for a walk around and check out the campsite after. It's been a while since I was last here, and want to see as much as possible in case this rain sticks around, which fingers crossed it doesn't, because I want to have a nice fire tonight. Some nice fellow also came through before, and he said that the creek actually used to run through here, but it has since changed direction and gone through there. So that was a cool little fact about it. I love this like bush area up ahead. That's super cool. And I love all like the trees hanging over. Overall, this is a real good campground just because of all the mountains surrounding it. The wind isn't too harsh in here, and I'm hoping with all the trees it actually blocks a lot of the rain, so it doesn't build up a lot on the gazebo, hopefully, but if not, I have some trusty sticks to just push it off. Alright, so we have this side of the campground, and this side which heads up. I actually stayed in that campground there back in like 2019, so that was pretty cool. And the other campground I stayed at is all the way up here, so that's where we're going to head up and check up the upper part of the campsite first. It's a bit of a chill coming into the air now, but it's like a nice kind of chill. I don't know how to explain it. It's just makes the air feel fresh. Up ahead is where I stayed last time I was here in trip 6. I'm not going to show too much of it just because there's people staying there and I don't want to go filming people's stuff. That's a bit disrespectful. Look at this. So cool. When it floods, the creek comes right up and this becomes just a flowing river. Yeah, it's truly something. Alright, we're coming up on the cabins and toilet area up here now. It's pretty cool. See, up here is where all like the cabins and caravans go. Back where we are, that's for like your swags and tents. This is pretty cool. That's the shower. These are the toilets. It's pretty neat. It's pretty like old and rustic. Down by the creek here, it's a nice little path. I'm gonna go check it out. Never mind, there's some people down there. We'll do that on the way back. So at the cabins and caravans area, it's just a big old open space. And that's the front gate where you drive in up there. That's a pretty cool cabin. It's a shipping container. It's a nice design. I like that. This is essentially front gate. And this is the view looking back. The big old mountain in the back. It's pretty cool. It's like a platypus thing on the tree.
Oh, there's platypus here.
Oh. That's a very interesting close-up of your neck. Wonder what that used to be. There's people down in the little way down to the creek. I didn't want to disturb them, so just double back another point and check it out when there's no one to interrupt. I genuinely don't know how people are swimming right now. That water is freezing.
The air is freezing.
Exactly. Everything's freezing. The wind's really starting to pick up as well. Alright, we're here, back at our camp. So now we're gonna explore this direction. Really want to find how you get across the creek. I've always wondered how, but I could just never figure it out. Alright, heading down this little trail now. This is going off the road, so that's kind of like the end of your camping area, and then down this way is like a nice little creek area you can go swimming in, but that to me feels like more of a summer thing, but everyone else is going around doing their thing, even though it's freezing. Hey, I remember this big rock. I climbed it last time I was here, although I can't remember if I filmed it or not. I filmed weird stuff in the last trip here. I didn't quite know how to film back then, let's just say that. Love the mountain views around here. There's a bit of blue sky poking out this way, I love to see that. Alright, so we've come out here. This is like a little area you can get in, dip in, go for a swim. Looks like there's a little something over there. Remnants of a rope swing or something. There's clearly something on the other side. I don't know if it's like a separate part of the campground or another campground as a whole or what it is. And I have no idea how you'd even access it. What kind of monstrous things have come through here? Why does it look like an oversized duck footprint though? No, the reality is I think someone's just stood there and it slipped and their boot slipped, but it looks like as if a mutant duck came through. Well, you never know. Maybe there's some skinwalkers hiding out here. You never know, you never know. I don't know. Don't overly believe in that. Now, I did actually climb the mountain here when I was last here. That was pretty fun. I just can't remember how I did it. Maybe not this way. I don't think it would have been this way. I think this is where people would jump. People would go in this way to jump off the rock, even though you're not meant to, and the owners, who are lovely people, advise against it. Of course, people do their thing. There's a good chance it's all just overgrown, but oh, maybe, I don't know. No, there's definitely still like a path coming through, going up, and if that's the case, I'd love to climb it. Things would be real fun to re-climb, re-experience, right? If we just make my way up a bit more. There's a lot of loose rocks. Ow, that's a tree. Well, based off that, someone's clearly keeping this path clear. Clear. I don't know how to English a swear. And it seems it still goes all the way up though. And it's actually kept pretty clear, so I wonder who maintains this. So yeah, I'd love to go exploring and see if I can get further. But maybe tomorrow. I think I'm going to leave this for today, because it is getting late and it is getting cold. And should probably be heading back and start thinking about dinner and getting the fire going. So yeah, I think it's time. I've showed this is pretty much the whole campground, from my understanding, unless there is more on the other side of the creek, however you get there. I don't know. But yeah, this is like pretty much the whole campground in a nutshell. So yeah, I do think it is time to head back to camp and start getting other things set up. Finish just setting up some little things that we still got to put up, like bedding and stuff. And yeah, tomorrow we'll see if we can get up there and check all that out, because I'm excited for that. Gotta love just the dead fish in the water floating by. Just going on a little journey. Minding his fishy business. If you're curious as to what drinks I've brought, it's kind of just a mix of water and Bundaberg drinks and some Gatorade in there somewhere. I have no idea. We're also currently setting up some lights, just some like fairy light type things to go around. It probably won't shine tonight because it's solar panelled and, well, there isn't a whole lot of sun and it's a pretty shady spot as it gets into afternoon. But yeah, should have it all working by tomorrow night, long as the rain holds off. Right, so I'm here with my plants, and of course we've got the unnamed one. Of course, put your name suggestions in the comments. It's a nice little cactus. This part's kind of like the drooping off some... I don't know, I'll leave it for now. But Bambi here, Bambi the travelling bamboo. Now you may notice since his last appearance he's changed a bit. Got a bigger pot and this stem is clearly dead. I kind of held on to it for a bit, and if you've been following my shorts, I've done a lot of updates on him over the year. But yeah, it's clearly well and truly gone, this stalk. You can just crunch it open and yeah, that's just going to come over. So we're going to send him a final farewell down the creek, but this main stalk here I would like to move down into the middle of the pot. So Bambi has been reduced to a singular stalk now, and you know, he's just a friendly neighbourhood bamboo that comes camping with us, you know? That's what I do here. I like to bring plants, travelling companions with me. But yeah, this half we'll send down the creek. There we go. Has the pot all to himself now. Hopefully he's alright in there. And if you don't know, if you're new to the channel, I like to also bring sticks with me. Call them camping sticks. I essentially just collect sticks at different locations and take them with me, and they're kind of like a physical collection of memories of where I go and what I do, if that makes sense. This is the original, the OG camping stick. We'll be going on a hike with him tomorrow. Here's our second OG stick, the cobweb stick. Use that to, I just use to clear cobwebs, it's good for that kind of thing. And a new one I got actually, and I made a little short about it, but during the Cyclone Alfred flooding I thought I'd pick up a souvenir of a stick that washed up across Chardon's Bridge. And yeah, I got the flood stick, or the Alfred, you know what, we'll call it the Alfred stick, shall we? This is Alfred. Let's name this one Alfred. I feel like that. It's pretty fitting, but I like the top half here. That's like a cool kind of like design. It's got all these like cool patterns on it. So like, yeah, it's kind of like a real neat kind of walking stick. So I think, yeah, we'll have to go for a walk around and try it out while we're out on this trip. I don't think I'm going to take it up on the little hike mountain with me tomorrow, just because I don't think it's quite sturdy enough for that, so we'll be taking the OG camping stick, but hey, we'll be taking Alfred with us somewhere. Gonna send off this half of Bambi here. He lived a good year-long life, but unfortunately, there's no coming back from this. And there he goes, off on his own new, unique adventure. Farewell, other half of Bambi. May his creek journey be fulfilling. And may the other half of Bambi flourish at the campsite. Here with my bag, and recently the zip actually snapped in half on it. So I've got this little zippy tie, I'm going to put it around it to fix it. Because I don't want to get a new bag just over one zip breaking, because the rest of it's fine. So, there we go. Problem solved. Alright, well, it's getting quite cold. We've got maybe, what, half hour till it's night, so it's time to get this fire going and start thinking about getting dinner cooking. Still pretty hot under here. Yeah, let's see if this works. I have no idea how to set up a fire.
I do.
Never mind, it just crumbled. Forgot kindling, so we're just working with what we have here. Yeah, it should be fine. I remember when I was younger, I tried to stand on this thing, one of these things, with both of my feet on these two sides. But it was like one of the really pointy ones, where it was like just this bit here where it's pointy. And yeah, that nearly ended horribly. That nearly ended with a doctor's coat and a tetanus shot. Alright, well we have fire, let's just hope it stays as burning, otherwise we may have a problem, but we'll figure it out. Well, I'm not going to consider this a success just yet. I'm going to give it a bit and see if it actually stays alight long enough until I can call doing our first fire by ourselves a success. Got these lights up around the camp here. It's pretty cool. Also the swag is set up, but I'll showcase that more towards bedtime. And yeah, I'm going to see how the fire goes, and then it's going to be on to dinner. Got the cobweb stick here. I'm going to just try nudging that into there. I think that did it. And we're not cooking the cobweb stick. No, I think we're good. Okay, put that there. All right, we might be in business now that that stick's in it. Hopefully, we'll see where this goes. Oh, there's smoke. There we go. Alright, hopefully there's enough sticks in there. Third time lucky, hopefully. Don't want the cobweb stick getting all burnt up. Alright, I'm hoping, I think I might put a bit more sticks in here just for good luck, but I'm hoping this does the trick. Hoping. Oh yeah, it's really taken off now. There we go. Alright, for dinner here we're having some steak, tinned potatoes and salad.
I'm just moving it around because I don't really want that there.
Probably take the lid off.
Okay, hold on. We gotta...
These are the potatoes, so that's what we're going to be cooking up.
I figured I'd probably get through the bigger ones because I'm assuming you don't want a big piece.
Yeah.
Oh, you...
I thought you took the lid off.
No. You're stuck with that, you know what? Just leave it, it'll be fine. And it'll twist, so... yeah.
Need to get ourselves some cheese to put in this salad. I'll get it out of here. Here's our cheese. Cheese acquired.
Yeah.
Do you want me to just put it down here?
Hold on.
For the salad?
Huh?
There's the salad.
Yeah. Put that one off and then start putting this stuff in the bin.
Oh god. I'm gonna put this piece of ceramic in the fire for no reason at all. Speaking of the fire, it is dysfunctional again and I have no idea why.
Oh. Did you tip the watery stuff out? Just one, do you think? Oh. Yeah, it's gonna do that, so.
Alright, little eggs. Get out. There they are.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Do you want to get the other one? Or?
Yeah, I'll get the other one. How much are you going to eat?
Looks okay. Probably not the best, but it'll be okay.
Yeah, look, my fire's going again. I did it. I saved it.
Yeah.
Let's get these runaway potatoes in the bin.
Oh, I see.
Coat saves the day again. Which way am I turning it?
No, just pull it this way.
Pull it this way
Yeah. No. Bring the actual potato this way. Yeah.
There we go. Is that it?
Yes.
Good.
Now it'll cook on the actual potatoes.
Perfect. Fire's nice and warm.
Interesting. But I love the tag in it.
Alright, so I've got the steak and just the salad. It's a pretty sad looking salad. It's mostly lettuce for some reason. So I don't know why. It's meant to have other stuff in it, but it was just shop brought. And then some cheese on there, and the potatoes are still cooking, so I'm going to start eating while those potatoes are finishing up. Should be good. Mmm. That's real good. Solid camping meal. Stay tuned for tomorrow night's meal. I decided to get a bit creative with it, so stay tuned for that one. We'll see how it turns out. Alright, just get in me potatoes. Alright, let's start with these and we'll just leave them in there. We'll see how we're feeling after them. Salt and pepper always helps the flavour. Alright, gonna head off to bed now, guys. This is gonna be the end for the night. This is just the setup, really. It's quite simple but cozy, and that's all it needs to be. Been sitting by the fire for a few hours, so that's been nice. But I'm gonna end this day off here. I'll see you all in the morning. Had to come into Boona early this morning because we have to pick up some ice and a bucket to wash our dishes in because we forgot to bring one. Bins. Use one of these maybe.
Yeah.
That might
Maybe
work
the
better.
larger one.
Yeah, might work better.
Yeah.
Because we have
No, I can
more.
use it for storage as well.
Yeah. Oh, not even that. I'm just thinking it gives us more room to actually put the dishes in, other than a bucket. Just gonna go for a little, just quick walk around the town and see if we can find anything of interest, and then we're gonna head back to camp. Head back, get a fire started, and make some nice hot drinks. Oh, and get warm because it's real windy and cold this morning. Should have put my other jacket on, my warm one. Got the hot chocolate, and I've got a sweet looking cottage pie in there. Look at that. That is looking real tasty. But it's time to head back to the campsite and get a fire going so we can get nice, warm and toasty. Well, it's a nice refreshing morning. Breeze is nice, air is nice. Debating whether the fire's worth putting on or maybe just waiting for later tonight, because it's actually not too cold now that the sun's coming up, the day's warming up, and yeah, hiking that mountain or hill, mountain, whatever it is. It'll probably be quite tiring and probably keep me nice and warm, so yeah. So yeah, today's plan is mostly just sit around, might read a book, just enjoy the nature. See, to me, camping's always best enjoyed with 2 nights. Because otherwise, you get in there, you're setting up, then you're eating, you're sleeping, and then you've just got to pack up and get going in the morning. I like having a nice day in between to just sit and enjoy everything you've set up and just get to just enjoy your time in the area. So that's today for me right now. So yeah, just plan to enjoy it. Now, of course, I wouldn't be camping without having to do some washing up. So we've got a little cacti plant here. Kind of reminds me of coral. I like that. It can be our little washing up mascot. So let's pour this water in here. We ended up doing the fire just because we're going to burn through this wood all tonight, so, or mostly all tonight. We may do one tomorrow morning, I'm not too sure. It really just depends on when we actually have to leave tomorrow. I'm not too sure, but we will figure that out when it comes to it. For now, just going to enjoy our time. Now, we did the fire more to the side this time, just so we can put the grill over the top, so we can use that for any heating up of the kettle. Alright, let's go hike this thing. Real quiet and peaceful here. Gotta be careful if it gets windy up the top. I don't want my hat getting blown off. Alright, here we go. See where this leads us, eh? Kind of like when I did the little hike through the mountains in the frozen lakeside trip. And then I lost my hat badge, my first one, the Blackwater one. And I really want to get it back. Really do. I've been trying to find the time to head back to Blackwater for a big trip, because it was a nice place and I'd love to properly stay there. So that is something I am working towards. Don't know when it'll be, but it is something I am definitely planning. I don't want to slip. Oh, this is a bit of a sketchy little outcrop. Okay, put my foot there, alright. Grab a stick and we'll just wedge it here. Look at that view. Cool as that. Look how steep it gets. Gets very steep here. I'm slipping a bit with my shoes. I'm just trying to keep them steady. Get up here. Alright. Nice. Okay, there's a bit of loose rocks there. Sorry about the weird angles here. This is a bit of a drop. Look at that boulder down there. Alright, it looks like it keeps going, but it's a lot more overgrown. Unless it's that way, maybe, actually. I'll put my guess on this way. Yep. Wonder what this is. It's either a path, or somewhere water erodes down when it floods. And I'm not meant to be up here, which is always a possibility. Just look at that drop. That's a plant. Haha. I have done this before, though, so I'm confident I can do it again. And I feel like the view will be worth it. I feel like I'm gonna complete this climb without my phone in my hand, just so I have all the grip I need. And yeah, I'll check back in when I hopefully make it to the top. Right, well, I believe this is as far as I'm going. I don't think I'm going to make it any further. It's just too steep. Maybe. I kind of want to try. I do see a way up there that I could potentially give a go of. Oh, look at that view. How cool is that? And look at that drop. And I'm standing on practically nothing. Just got myself stuck in a real thick orb weaver web. Don't want that. I've been bit by a spider in the past week already. I don't need another. Hey, he's a big boy. Look at him. Huge. And this view is incredible. Look at the size of that mountain there. It's massive. And just look at that drop down. I don't know how I'm getting down from here. I'm not going to lie. I'll figure that out, hopefully. That spider is big. Yeah, I'm still trying to hike up. This part's a lot easier to hike, as long as I've got my stick, which I do. As long as there's no snakes, I think we're good. I'd say this isn't really a walking path. It's more where water runs off and it's just eroded stuff away. That's more the impression I'm getting. This is a lot higher than I ever climbed back when I did this last time I was here. So this is like all uncharted territory for me. I want to just get up here into the sunlight, then I think I might call it there. I don't want to go any further. It's big spiders and potentially snakes hiding all throughout this shrub. I don't want to risk that up here. The size of the web over there, I think it's huge. I think I might call it where I am now. If I go up any further, I'm going to be blocked by trees and won't get a proper view out to the distance. So I feel like this is the end of our hike. It's so beautiful. And I've got quite the ways down. Alright, well, it's time to start making my way down and back to the camp. Let's hope I can make it down alive. Because if not, you probably won't be seeing this video, and well, that would be unfortunate for me because I'd be dead. So, let's hope for the best. Sounds like there's people down by the little lake bit down there, so I wonder what they'll think when they see me hopefully walking down the mountain and not coming barreling down. Oh, that's such a cool view. I'll meet you guys at the bottom. This part's a little sketchy. Hopefully I'm not filming my final moments. Oh well, at least it's beautiful. Look at that drop though, that's insane. Woo! Thought I'd just recreate that shot from last time I was here. Alright, I made it. Some real sketchy moments trying to come down there where I thought, oh, this isn't going to end well, but I just managed to scrape by and have come down. So I'm going to head back to the camp now and probably just relax for a few hours and just enjoy the day. That was a nice hike. I love the view from up there. And after that, I'm hot, sweaty, stinky, and ready for some relaxation. I'm gonna give this a go and try boiling myself some water this way and see if I can whip up a tea. Should be pretty good. So I'm currently walking up to the toilet, so I figured I'd take this time to see if I can go check out that other little path up this way that goes down to the creek while the kettle boils while I'm gone. Nope, some more wind coming through. You know, it's meant to be a really rainy day today, but it's beautiful. This is such a peaceful walk, I love it. I could stay here for a month. For the next trip, I'd love to find somewhere new. I haven't done like a fresh campsite in a while that I haven't been to before. So I'd really love to find a new place to go for the next one. But we'll see what happens. I've got a busy schedule and I've also got other stuff booked. So we'll just have to see. Let's check it out. Pretty sweet little spot. So a little walking path across there. Way to get in and out of the water. This looks like a pump. So this is where they pump all the water for the toilets. I wonder how it goes when it floods though. I wonder how it doesn't get destroyed. Because the water would come right up over there. I wonder how they tackle that. Coming out to check the neighbouring site because everyone's pulled out of here and left. And they left pretty late, which probably means tomorrow, leaving day, can probably stay for quite a bit. They didn't leave till midday, so yeah, hopefully that means got a bit of time here tomorrow. Yeah, this is the spot I stayed back in 2019. This isn't where I was last. I was up that way last, but I was here back in 2019. And it was a beautiful spot. Honestly, I feel like this one is the spot to be in. It's perfectly secluded and it's just in a great spot. You really just feel on your own and you get to listen to this all night. It's beautiful. And it has this lovely little path you can go to, and there's some extra firewood here that it seems they've left if no one else takes this spot tonight. May be able to utilise that if it comes to be. And oh, it's actually all caved in. You used to be able to walk along here. I used to walk along here and used to go out to there, but it's all caved in the floods. Huh, it's interesting. It's been that long. I haven't seen this site since 2019 because I really didn't come around this area when I was here in 2021, so yeah, it's pretty interesting to see how it's changed over the years. I have to say that the flowing water here makes this the absolute perfect spot. I remember when I was a kid and here in this spot, I used to like play around by putting little sticks in the water to try and make a dam, to try and block it off like a beaver or something. Obviously it didn't work. I don't know, water's always fascinated me. Dams, boats, rust, those kind of things, shipyards, just oil rigs, all those things always fascinated me. Always interested me. Don't know why, just does. I could never see myself doing it as a job, but it's just something I love to learn about and write about, actually. I like to write little stories here and there. I think it's pretty cool. Oh, it's also nice to get a break from studying for the weekend, doing a Cert 3 in horticulture, so it's nice to turn the brain off. I feel like overall, even though there's some trouble at the start with getting the fire going, it's going pretty well now. It's been on all day and haven't had a problem. Just put a log on here and there and it's good. I think I've figured out the trick. Alright, so we've decided we're going to head up to Mitre 10 again. Yes, again. Because I decided I want to get that hook for that now in the kettle. Just because it's going to make tonight a lot easier. And I think it's just a good thing to have overall. So, road trip. This should all be fine here. In the meantime, we're eating salted cashews. And unsalted nuts, apparently. Yeah, get in. Alright, off we go. And that there, that's the mountain. And we're like camped pretty much at the base of it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. That's how I know we're near when we're getting close to the mountain. Hello again, statue. Let's go get this stuff. No idea where to find one, so I'm just looking. Got one. You know, I found the things down the coast users from my coast trips in the camp kitchen. This is the exact ones they use, and would be very useful. Yeah, how cool this little area is. Yo, frogs. Stopping in here at the information center to see if I can get a new hat badge, except it'll go on my old hat instead of this one, because this one is only my main ones, my originals. All the others go as little collections on my other one, and I got it. I couldn't help myself. And look at that, it's very detailed. Alright, I managed to get another little hat badge to add to my collection. Of course, it won't be going on this hat, as I said, it will go on the other. And my partner here has a duck and a sugar glider.
And a pretty bird!
Yes. And I, of course, have the hat badge and the really cool clock with a horse and its very detailed body. Good enough. Yeah, that should get it going up again. On a quick potty adventure and trying to figure out where my hat badge went. May have fallen out when I got out to open the gate. Either that or it was just lost in the car somewhere. One of the two, but I'm going up this way anyway, so I might as well just go have a look. A horse. Aha! That would be mine. Alright, so I'm here with the cobweb stick and the Alfred stick. I want to see how deep the water is further up that way. But first I just wanted to clean off the end of this one because it's a bit charred from using it in the fire last night. So I want to find a different stick for that. Yeah, that'll have to do it. Alright, now I just need to take the Alfred stick and let's see how deep the water is up that way. Huh, it's actually not that deep here at all. Huh. Oh, you look at that. Wonder about over here. Yeah, not too much deeper here. Obviously, I can't get out in the middle there, but that'd be real deep. Obviously. There's also this like pump-looking motor thing down here. So yeah, I noticed that earlier. Don't know if you can see that, but the water's like, it's as if it's raining down there. But it's not raining. I need to investigate. Look at the fire.
I reckon it needs more wood.
Yeah, could you put some more on? I want to see what on earth this is, because if it starts raining, we have a problem. No. Look, the sky is clear. There's no rain, yet it's as if it's raining. Logic. Nice. Hey guys, so going on a little walk to see if I can find a brand new stick to add to my collection, and one more specifically that I can use to poke around in the fire and move stuff around instead of the cobweb stick. So yeah, I'm on the hunt. It's a pretty clear sky, no rain, hopefully.
Ow.
Welcome. Yeah, down the big old spooky track. Where's the moon? I did see it out. It was out. Oh, there it is up there. You can kind of see it through the trees. Campsite's looking good. You know what? This could be the fire stick, maybe? It's not a bad stick. Yeah, the fire stick. It's going to be used in the fire. I have no idea how long it'll last, but it works. Alright, so tonight I am doing a little bit of cooking with some mince. And I'm going to try heat some wraps over the fire. We'll see how that goes. It is starting to rain now, which could be a problem. Because there's not a lot of space under here, so we're just trying to pack as much stuff into the car as possible. Just in case it really picks up. It's kind of eased off right now, but yeah, who knows what's going to happen. So we're going to be cooking wraps with mint, sour cream, and avocado in them. So kind of like a taco-y type thing, and some cheese mixed in too. So let's get this mince started.
Oh my god.
What am I using?
Yeah. You want a drink?
Creaming soda.
There we go.
So that's about it. Right, gonna give a go at trying to cook a wrap on the grill here. See how this goes. Just keep a close eye on it. I was just cooking naan bread earlier off camera and it went pretty well, although I reckon this might need to be moved. I should cook better. Trying like a different bolognese sauce out. Don't know how it's going to taste, never had it before, so it's either going to be horrible or really good or somewhere in between. Personally, I prefer really good or somewhere in between. I'm using a palmy and tomato sauce. So let's see how this tastes. It smells good, I'll give it that. So I have high hopes, but we'll see. Experimenting tonight. I'm going to be making some hot chocolates later as well. Did those last night. But I only really showed the kettle on the gas cooker and didn't really show much else just because I was getting really tired. I was like coming to 11 at that point and I was needing to sleep. This is pretty good.
Goodness, it's like frozen. Do you ever want to see what frozen avocado looks like? It looks like this. Ah! Get out!
No. There we go. Chair's a bit wet from the rain, but here's the meal. It's looking good. So we're just gonna roll it on up. Something different, very cheesy. It's not bad though. I do like it. It is quite nice actually. It's pretty good sauce. I'm gonna go 7.5 out of 10 will settle me with this one. It's not my most favourite sauce in the world, but it's definitely not terrible. I'd say it's not quite in the middle between bad or good, but it's a little bit more towards the good side, and maybe a bit somewhere in there. I like it.
You make no sense, man.
Bro, ooze like that? Look at him oozing.
Because he's a slug.
He's an oozy slug.
Really?
Yes.
Heading over to that other site to go get their wood, because we're out, and the rain's eased off, so we may as well keep the fire going for a bit. It's only 7 o'clock. Oh, wish I could fall asleep to this again. It's so peaceful. Hey, yo! Somebody else took the wood. Who took the wood? Somebody else got here before us. Oh well, fair game to them. Gotta try get this water boiled then with the fire we have. So we can get these hot chocolates done then. This fire stick is pretty good. I do realise I could be just using this, but I'm going to keep using this stick for the time being until it breaks, I guess. And then I'll probably just use this for the rest of my life, because I'm just weird like that. Nice tea by the fire. That's a hot chocolate, not a tea. My mind just immediately reverts to tea. Oh, let's just plop that there. Gonna eat nothing cozy for the night. Sit by the fire for a bit before eventually heading off into the swag for a nice good night. Feeling a bit under the weather. It's just the shift in constant hot and cold. I think it's messing with my body, so I'm just gonna sit down and just relax a bit and try get my head to stop headaching. Rain's done a number here. There's just mud everywhere. This is gonna mark the end of today. Tomorrow was obviously pack up day, but you're gonna head into the swag now and get nice and cozy for the night. It hasn't rained since before, so hopefully it doesn't, and everything will be packed up semi-dry tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, hope you guys have been enjoying the trip and enjoying the sights and the foods. Yeah, just hope you've been enjoying the video. So see you guys in the morning. So I've managed to scrounge up a bunch of dead sticks that were just laying around, and I'm going to see if I can get a fire going from that. Don't know if it'll work. Let's get this grate off here while I do this. I'm going to give it a go.
It's locked. You gotta unlock it.
Alright, we'll see if we bring anything out of that. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. fire's kind of struggling to get going over there. And it looks like there may be some clouds coming in now, so we might actually start packing up sooner than we wanted to, because if it rains, that's going to make things very difficult. We're going to try moving the gazebo here to try and dry it out a bit. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to have to start just trying to get everything packed up and in the car on the event that more rain does come through. That it's just all packed, otherwise it's going to be a problem. We got Alfred the stick to help us get some water off the gazebo. Got the fire stick here. So you can see the fire didn't really work out, so I just kind of put everything to the side if the next person who wants to use it. Good luck to them. I did manage to get this massive thing, so it's a shame I didn't get to have a go at burning that, but sight across there's already left, so maybe that's our indication that we should be heading off. But yeah, there is no fire going on in there. No. Let's rinse this off before it goes in the car. May as well quickly head over and check out that other campsite while no one's there, because why not? Heading over to check it out with Alfred the Stick. We love Alfred the Stick. Can we get a "we love Alfred the Stick" in the comments? Why? Because why not? This is the part of the video where I'd be weird and walk around with sticks. Happens every time. It's a decent spot. It feels too open to there. Personally, I prefer the one we got. Has got a nice opening to the water though, which I do love. But personally, prefer the one over there. This one feels just a little bit too open and too close to the neighbours. I'd say I got one of the better spots here. Quite enjoyed it. We have acquired a dog. Yeah, bye, buddy.
Dude's like, Mom, Dad, come back, wait for me. Of course, now the sun comes out.
Yeah, bet it won't last for long.
Probably not. What are we doing? Fold over to that side. Is it over?
It's time to get the sticks in. And of course, we're coming home with the fire stick. Brand new collection to the stick family, I guess. For whatever reason, this pleases me. Alright, done. Everything's coming together, packing up nicely. It's nearly all done. Soon the table will be finished and it will just be down to the top. This was a good trip. I think it was successful. I think we did well. So obviously there's some things that I will keep in mind for next time to do a little differently and just other things to bring to make it a bit easier. But overall, I think for a first time, just the two of us without anyone else, I think we pulled it off quite well. So yeah, if you want to see wherever we end up next, do be sure to subscribe. We've already got some future trips booked and planned later this year, and some other stuff that we're hoping to try fit in between, but we'll see what happens. Got to try work around study and stuff, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this, do consider sticking around for some more, because there will 100% be more. It appears the sun is gifting us with its presence for a brief moment, but you can see there is more clouds coming from that way, so probably not for long. But that gives us a chance to finish up packing at least. And I noticed something down on this rock, right? Look at that. You see that? Wonder what that's all about. I love this little like forest section here across. It's just so cool. Like, look how overgrown it is in here, and just it's magical. Well, this is where the adventure ends. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. So, Bambi says goodbye, and remember to leave your name suggestions for this one in the comments below, otherwise I will be picking a name and revealing it in the next trip. But thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed the spot. It was great to come back here and actually make a proper video here. And, yeah, what do you think? Did we do well? Did we succeed camping on our own for the first time, or what could we have done better? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you for watching.